Hello students, welcome to English learning session. Students, in the last session we did the first part of the lesson, A Chameleon. I hope you had enjoyed the first part of the story, and today we'll be doing the second part of the story. You must be waiting. But before we move on, let's quickly revise what we did in the first session. A chameleon, a person who changes behavior according to the situation. And in our story, who is the chameleon? कौन है chameleon? एक पुलिस superintendent जिसका नाम है Ochumylo. He changes his behavior according to the situation. But we have to study some words before we move on with the story. Hounds, hunting dog, a person eagerly seeking something. Two meanings. Hulking, large, heavy and threatening. Setters, hybrid dogs. Ecstatic, showing great joy. We'll come across these words when we read the second part of the story. So, as I said, first we have to revise the first part. Quickly, we'll be reading. So, in the picture you can see there are two persons. The one in the waistcoat, this person is Ochumylo. He is a police superintendent. He is carrying something under his arm. And behind him is a red-haired policeman, Yeldrin, with a sieve full of gooseberries in his hands. And suddenly they hear a sound. आवाज आई उन्होंने एक dog दी. And when they turned towards the voices, what did they see? A man is chasing her and falls. He catches the dog by its hind legs. You can see in the picture, a person is trying to catch a dog और उसदे हाथ विच आ जांदियां ने उसदियां पिछलियां legs. And this man is wearing a starched cotton shirt with an unbuttoned waistcoat. और soon people gather round Pichugin's timber yard. बहुत सारे लोग इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं. And the person who is shouting, who's that person? He is Ryukin, this person in the picture, and he is by profession a goldsmith. He is showing a right hand. You can see a right hand with a bleeding finger, and he claims कि कहते हैं कि he is a goldsmith. और अगर उसकी फिंगर डैमेज हुई है, अगर उसकी फिंगर इंजर हुई है, he must be given damages by the person who is the owner of the dog. Students, in that country there is a law that you cannot let your dogs go unchained in the streets. It's punishable. So this man knows that the law is on his side and he is claiming damages from the government. He wants to claim the damages. Ryukin the stand ki hai. Ryukin is sympathetic towards this man. The police superintendent takes a serious note of it. He speaks that rules and regulations must be obeyed. He instructs Yeldrin, the policeman, to draw a report. तुरंत उसकी रिपोर्ट दर्ज करने वास्ते हुक्म दिते जाते हैं. And he threatens to teach a lesson to the owner of the dog. ये गल अपन ने याद रखनी है कि first stand was कि जिसदा dog है उसनु सजा मिलनी चाहिए है. We'll see what happens at the end of the story. At the same time, a voice from the crowd says that it is the dog of General Zygalov. और जो ही उन्होंने पता चलिया कि ये dog General Zygalov दा है, उसकी आवाज दी कड़क की शांत हो जाती है. He becomes the harsh tone of the police superintendent softens. Now he starts accusing Ryukin. He asks Yeldrin to help him take off his coat. Now, what is the importance of this line? Why he suddenly feels the heat? Because he is suddenly uncomfortable. He knows the dog belongs to an influential person, and he is trying to cover his embarrassment and tells him to take off his coat. He tells Ryukin that it is a little dog and he is a great hulking fellow. He pleads how a small puppy can bite Ryukin's finger. कि एक छोटा जा dog तेरे वर्गे ਉੱਚੇ ਕੱਦ ਕਾਠ ਵਾਲੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ? He has changed his stand. And then from the crowd, Squint Eye tells that this man troubled the dog. उसने dog ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਿਗਰਟ ਲਗਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ. That's why the dog snapped at him. Up to here we have read the story. Let's read the second part of the story. That's a lie, Squint Eye. You didn't see. So why you tell lies about it? His Honor is a wise gentleman and will see who is telling lies and who is telling the truth, as in God's sight. And if I am lying, let the court decide. It's written in the law. We are all equal nowadays. My own brother is in the police. Let me tell you. Don't argue. No, that's not the general's dog, says the policeman with profound conviction. The general hasn't got one like that. His are mostly setters. Do you know that for a fact? Yes, Your Honor. I know it too. The general has valuable dogs, thoroughbred, and this is goodness knows what. No coat, no shape, a low creature. And to keep a dog like that? Where's the sense of it? If a dog like that were to turn up in Pittsburgh or Moscow, do you know what would happen? They would not worry about the law. They would strangle it in a twinkling. You have been injured, Ryukin, and we can't let the matter drop. We must give them a lesson. It is high time. Yet maybe it is the general's, says the policeman, thinking aloud. It's not written on its face. I saw one like it the other day in his yard. It is the general's, that's certain, says a voice in the crowd. Help me on with my overcoat, Yaldrin, my lad. The wind's getting up. I'm cold. You take it to the general's and inquire there. Say I found it and sent it, and tell them not to let it out into the street. It may be a valuable dog, and if every swine goes sticking a cigar in its mouth, it will soon be ruined. A dog is a delicate animal, and you put your hand down, you blockhead. It's no use you're displaying your fool of a finger. It's your own fault. Here comes the general's cook. Ask him. Hi, Prohor. Come here, my dear man. Look at this dog. Is it one of yours? What an idea. We have never had one like that. There's no need to waste time asking, says Ochumailov. It's a stray dog. There's no need to waste time talking about it. Since he says it's a stray dog it is. It must be destroyed. That's all about it. It's not our dog, Prohor goes on. It belongs to the general's brother who arrived the other day. Our master does not care for hounds, but his honor is fond of him. You don't say His Excellency's brother is here? Vladimir Ivanich? Inquires Ochumailov, and his whole face beams with an ecstatic smile. Well, I never, and I didn't know. Has he come on a visit? Yes. Well, I never. He couldn't stay away from his brother, and there I didn't know. So this is his honor's dog. Delighted to hear it. Take it. It's not a bad pup. A lively creature. Snapped at this fellow's finger. Ha ha ha. Come, why are you shivering? The dog's angry. A nice little pup. Prohor calls the dog and walks away from the timber yard with her. The crowd laughs at Ryukin. I'll make you smart yet. Ochumailov threatens him, and wrapping himself in his greatcoat, goes on his way across the square. The students, let's Analyze this story. Ryukin says that Squint Eye is telling a lie. The policeman says that it is not the dog of the general. Now this policeman, you must have noticed, is also adding to the confusion in the story. He also changed his statement. The police superintendent begins to feel cold. Do you remember in the first part of the story, he started feeling hot and wanted to take off his overcoat. And now he begins to feel cold. This is a sign of his embarrassment and he is feeling uncomfortable. He changes his stand again. फिर दोबारा उन्होंने अपना रुख बदलिया. He tells the policeman to help him on with his overcoat. He assures Ryukin that the offender will be punished. He criticizes the breed of the dog. The policeman changes his statement and says it is the general's dog. Someone from the crowd also says that it is the general's dog. And now you must have understood that the police superintendent again changes his stand and begins to say that it is a valuable dog. He scolds Ryukin and calls him a blockhead. He tells Ryukin to put his hand down. It is his own fault. It is his own doing to get easy money. Ochumailov changes his attitude and blames Ryukin for the incident. Bichara Ryukin. What was he planning? Was the plan C to get some compensation? He was also smart. He was trying to get some compensation for his bleeding finger, and Ochumailov saw through his tact and scolded him. In the meantime, Prohor, the general's cook, comes. He confirms that it is not the general's dog. Once again, Ochumailov flies into anger. He says that this stray dog must be destroyed immediately. But Prohor states that the dog belongs to general's brother, Mr. Vladimir Ivanich. And as usual, Ochumailov again changes his stand. He sweetens his tongue. He says that it's a nice little puppy. Prohor takes the dog to its owner. The crowd laughs at Ryukin because he failed to get some money from the dog's owner. And Ochumailov put on his overcoat and threatens Ryukin that he is not smart enough to fool him. So students, I hope you enjoyed the story. Did you notice how Ochumailov changed his stand again and again? Bichara dog he was also terrified. एक बारी उसने क्या जानता है, kill the dog. Then he says it's a valuable dog. Again he says kill the dog. Then he says no, it's a nice dog. And in the end, what did he decide? Nothing. He decided that the dog should be taken to its owner because he wanted to please the well-placed person, the high officials, and he starts praising the dog. Students, this story has a lesson for your real life also, because literature always connects you to real life. In your real life also, you must have come across, or you may come across, such persons who change their attitude, who change their behavior with the change in situation. And when you study literature, you study it not only for the examination point of view, but from the point of view of life as well. Literature improves your thinking power, your analytical powers. So students, I hope you enjoyed the story and you learned a lesson also to be aware of such people who change their stand, who change their language, who change their behavior according to the situation. Now, let us do some exercises based on the lesson. Here are some fill in the blanks. I'll give you some time. Please fill in the blanks. Here are the answers. Anton Chekhov is the writer of the story A Chameleon. The police superintendent was walking across the market square. The police superintendent's name was Ochumailov. You have to learn the spelling, students. It's a difficult name. Ochumailov was carrying a parcel under his arm. Yelrin was walking after Ochumailov. Some more blanks for you. Please write the answers in your copy. I hope you have written the answers. Let's check the answers. The red-haired policeman was carrying gooseberries. Ryukin was wearing starched cotton shirt. You can write starched cotton shirt, or you can write unbuttoned waistcoat, or you can write both. I repeat, you can write only starched cotton shirt, you can write unbuttoned waistcoat, or you can write both also. So here in place of or, you can write and. This is an option. And Ryukin was a goldsmith by profession. Ryukin was waving a bleeding finger at the crowd. The general's name was Zyugalov. Some short question answers for you. Look at the questions and write the answers in your copy. Not more than 2 lines, students, 1 or 2 lines. Here are the answers. What was Ochumailov's first reaction on Ryukin's complaint? Ochumailov's first reaction on Ryukin's complaint was very fair and impartial. He assured him to take legal action against the offenders. Next question. Why did Ochumailov later refuse to take any action against the owner of the dog? Later, Ochumailov refused to take any action against the owner of the dog because it was the general's dog. What was police superintendent's opinion about the biting of the dog when he came to know that it was the general's dog? When police superintendent came to know that it was the general's dog, he changed his opinion and said that the little dog could not have bitten such a huge man. I hope you were able to write the answers correctly. What did policeman tell the superintendent about general's dog? What information did policeman told the superintendent that it was not the general's dog. He had hybrid dogs. What information did Prohor give about the dog? Prohor gave the information that it was the dog of the general's brother. Why did the crowd laugh at Ryukin at the end of the story? The crowd laughed at Ryukin at the end of the story because he did not get compensation for his bleeding finger. So students, These are the questions given at the end of the story in your textbooks. Now here is a mind map for you. Look at it and then write down the character sketch of Ochumailov. Look at it carefully and write down the character sketch. I'll read the points written in the mind map. Ochumailov, police superintendent, strict, flatterer, keeps changing stand, not sincere in his duty, knows about Ryukin's intentions, comic figure. Students, these are just for your help. You can add your own points also. I hope all of you are writing. Think about the story. Read the points on the screen and make sentences. You can add more points to it. So let's read the character sketch of Ochumailov. Ochumailov is the main character of the story, a chameleon. He is an interesting character. The writer has tried to throw light on the theme of the story through this character. He really behaves like a chameleon. That is, he changes his behavior and attitude according to the situation. He was the police superintendent in a town. When Ryukin made a complaint, he listened to him very carefully. He posed to be strict. He wanted to teach a lesson to those people who left their dogs out. But he changed his stand every now and then. When he comes to know that the dog belonged to a general, he begins to feel hot and removed his coat. He asked Ryukin how a small dog could bite a big man like him. He was a comic figure, and the way he continuously changed his statements makes the readers laugh. So, students, this is one version of the character sketch. It is not the only version. You can write your own character sketch. You can write, I hope you can write better than this. So this was just an example. Please write a very good character sketch in your copies and try to draw this mind map also along with the character sketch in your copy. And the next question is, justify the title of the story, A Chameleon. You have to write a few lines to justify the title of the story, why this title was given to the story, A Chameleon. Now I am going to read one version of the theme. You can add on to it and write. I hope you can write even better. The title of the story is very suitable and appropriate. It is very short and meaningful. It throws light on the theme of the story. A chameleon is a creature which changes its color according to situations. In the same way, Ochumailov changes his stand in the story. Ochumailov's first reaction on Ryukin's complaint was very fair and impartial. He assured him to take legal action against the offenders. Later, Ochumailov refused to take any action against the owner of the dog because it was the general's dog. The title revolves around him. He posed to be strict. As he heard the goldsmith's complaint, he shouts that he will take action against the owner of the dog. He was a chameleon. He changed his stand every now and then. He was a comic character. He used his overcoat to cover his nervousness and made us laugh. So students, this was the theme of the lesson, and this is your home assignment also, to write all these question answers, character sketch of Ochumailov, and the theme of the lesson in your copies. Students, I hope you were able to enjoy the story. It's Varinder Kaur Sekhum, lecturer in English, Government Senior Secondary School, Machli Kalan, Mohali. So remember, such chameleons like Ochumailov are present around us also, in our real life also, and literature connects you to real life. I hope you enjoyed the story, and as I said in the beginning, extensive reading is for reading for joy. It should make you read more and more stories. And don't read the stories only for answering questions, but read them for enjoyment. Read them for pleasure. And that they will add to your vocabulary, they will add to your command of the language and lead to fluency in the language. Thank you so much. Keep enjoying, keep reading, keep growing. Thank you.